Hello everyone, I am Nur Asia binti Sakidin, student from Bachelor of Business Administration. Today, on OUM1303, I'm excited to take you on a journey into mastering embroidery, techniques and tips. Embroidery is more than just a craft. It's an art form that has been passed down through generations, evolving with each era. Whether it's embellishing garments or creating home decor, embroidery allows us to add a personal, creative touch to anything. Over the next few minutes, we will explore some fundamental techniques and tips to help you master this timeless craft. Embroidery has a rich history, starting back thousands of years. Originating in ancient civilizations like China and Egypt, it was once used to symbolize wealth and status. Intricate designs were embroidered onto silk, linen, and other precious fabrics, often by highly skilled artisans. Over time, it became a popular form of artistic expression for everyone, from royal families to everyday people. Today, it's enjoyed by hobbyists around the world and continues to evolve with new techniques and materials. Now, before we dive into techniques, let's talk about the essential tools and materials you will need. First and foremost, you will need fabric, cotton, linen, or even silk, depending on your project. Then, you will need an embroidery hoop, which keeps your fabric taut and makes stitching easier. Thread is the heart of any embroidery project, and there's a variety to choose from cotton floss, silk thread, and even metallic thread for a more decorative finish. Don't forget your needles. Embroidery needles come in different sizes to match the thickness of your thread. And, of course, a pair of sharp scissors for trimming thread. With these basic tools, you are ready to begin your embroidery journey. Embroidery may seem intricate, but it starts with a few fundamental stitches. The most basic stitch is the running stitch. This is a simple in and out motion through the fabric that creates a dashed line. It is used for outlining and creating texture. Next, we have the back stitch, similar to the running stitch but with a smoother, continuous line. It is often used for outlining shapes and adding details. Another essential stitch is the setting stitch, which fills in shape by tightly layering stitches side by side. This technique gives you embroidery a solid, polished look, often used for petals, leaves, or larger areas that need color filling. Then, there's a French knot, a small decorative knot that adds texture and dimension. It is perfect for creating flowers, eyes, or small round details. Finally, the chain stitch, which creates a series of looped stitches that look like interlocking links, is often used for borders or bold outlines. These 5 stitches are foundational in embroidery, and mastering them will allow you to create a beautiful, detailed designs. When it comes to embroidery, design is the key. Whether you are embroidering freehand or following a pattern, it is important to plan your design carefully. Start with something simple, a floral motif, an animal silhouette, or even a geometric shape. This allows you to practice your stitches without becoming overwhelmed. Patterns can be found online, in books, or even traced from printed images. Once you have selected your design, transfer it onto your fabric using fabric chalk, tracing paper, or heat transfer pens. This will serve as your guide as you stitch. Now, here are some tips to ensure your embroidery projects are successful. First, Always make sure your fabric is tightly secured in the hoop. This keeps your stitches even and prevents puckering. Second, don't be afraid to mix and match thread types and colors. For instance, using metallic thread alongside cotton floss can add a unique shimmer to your design. Another important tip is to manage your thread length. Long threads tend to knot or tangle, so keep your thread length manageable, about 18 inches or less. Also, practice good posture while embroidering. Sitting up straight will help prevent hand and neck fatigue, especially during longer projects. And finally, remember to be patient. Embroidery is all about precision and creativity. It takes time to build confidence in your stitching, but with each project, you will improve. Once you have mastered the basics, you can explore more advanced techniques like shading, where you blend different thread colors to create depth, or applique, where you sew fabric pieces onto your base fabric to create a textured design. You might also experiment with bead embroidery by adding beads or screens for extra flair. The key to mastering embroidery is to keep experimenting with different techniques and materials, allowing your creativity to guide you. In conclusion, embroidery is a rewarding craft that allows you to express your creativity in countless ways. By mastering the basic stitches, selecting thoughtful designs, and following a few key tips, you can create beautiful, intricate works of art. Remember, embroidery is a journey, and each project you complete is a step toward mastering this timeless craft. Thank you for joining me on this brief exploration of embroidery. Happy stitching!